Check this out, RX 300. This is a Toyota Camry. There's a Lexus right there. There's a Toyota Sienna. I just paid $1,200 for this RX 300. And here's the thing, everyone is broke right now, so they're not buying cars from dealerships. And that's making dealerships not go to auctions and buy cars. So the wholesale prices are absolutely tanking right now, so much so that I was able to buy 15 cars in just one day. And throughout this video, I'm actually going to go through a lot of these cars that I bought. I'm going to show you exactly what I paid, and I'm going to tell you what I'm going to try to sell them for. A lot of these cars that I have that I've been able to buy over the last few days, this Toyota Camry right here, I have not been able to purchase in the last few years because they've been way too much for me to purchase for my car dealership. See, I'm a car dealer. You can see up there on the hill, I'm a car dealer that sells cars that are $5,000 and under. And all these cars that are showing you right here have not been able to fit into the budget, so I can actually sell them for that $5,000 range. Here's a Toyota Prius. We have not been able to touch these things in years, and now because prices have gone down so far, we're able to start buying a lot of these Toyotas, a lot of these Lexus, Toyota Siennas, Honda Accords. These are things that I can now touch for my dealership. And on top of this, check it out, I'm able to buy them cheap enough that I can sell something like this for $2,500. I have Honda Accord right here, $3,500. 2 years ago, this same exact car would have been about $5,000 on my car dealership. All of these prices are going down in a big way, and it's allowing me to buy a lot more cars here at auction. And here's a very easy example of this. This is a 2008 Toyota Sienna. These are things that we wouldn't even look at about a year ago. We paid $2,100 for this. After all our fees, everything that we're going to have in it, we've got about $2,400 to $2,500 in it. It's going to be an easy $3,500 van on my lot. Just to give you a comparison, a van just like this, even just 12 months ago, would go at the auction for $3,000 to $3,500, making it to be where if I bought it, I would have to sell it for $4,500 or $5,000 to be able to make money on my lot. And I don't think it's worth that. So we just didn't even look at stuff like this. But now all these cars that are coming into our system, better quality cars, even better prices than what we've had, what we've experienced, is making it very, very easy for us to go and pick up a lot of these cars. And it's because a lot of these dealers are so weak. Me, myself, I'm a small used car dealer. Right now, at this time of year, it's the slowest that will be all year round. So you add that on to all of the inflation that everyone's having to deal with right now, and it's a double whammy for a lot of small used car dealers just like myself. Because one, people aren't buying just because they're spending so much more money on everything else. And then two, you have the holiday season that comes around. And when that happens, people don't buy used cars. So cars like this, they just sit and then they don't get bought at these auctions. They go down in price. So all of this is happening all at the same time, and this is why we're seeing prices absolutely tank on the wholesale level. This right here, super nice car. I love these things. I buy them whenever I can, but this is a 2003 ES300. It's got 180,000 miles, and I paid $3,000 for it. After fees and everything, I'm going to have somewhere around like $3,400, and we're going to try to sell it for probably $4,500. Unless it's super, super nice, we might try to get $5,000 on it. Probably not though, probably somewhere around $4,500. But if I had to orchestrate my car lot with only the cars that I wanted to buy, it would be this, it would be the RX 300, it would be a Toyota Camry, it would be a Toyota Sienna, it would be a Honda Accord sitting over there, it would be another Toyota Camry. This is music to my ears when I'm going in and buying stuff like this, because usually I have to buy stuff that's just in the price range. So I end up buying, well, what we see a lot of times here, Jeep Patriots, Jeep Compass, some older Jeep Cherokees. I'll buy Kias. I still am buying Kias and Hyundais, and that's not really what I want to have on my lot. It's not my favorite. It's not, we buy what our customers are able to buy, right? So I have to still buy those kinds of cars, even though I don't like them. But when the prices come down and the quality is able to go up for what we're actually able to afford to be able to sell at my car dealership, then I can start loading up on Lexus, on Toyota, on Honda. That's what I want to have on my car dealership. Those are the best cars that I can buy for my customers. And as prices continue to come down, well, then I can buy better quality cars to be able to sell for that $5,000 and under. And this is what I'm talking about right here. 2010 Hyundai Elantra, not my favorite car, but we have to have a variety of cars out here for people to actually be able to purchase. There's still, with me being able to have all these Toyotas, all these Lexus, all these Hondas coming in, there's still not going to be enough of those at the auction for me to be able to fill my lot up. We've got a busy time. Spring selling season is very busy for us in the car business, and I want to have 150 cars. Right now we've got right at 100, so I still have to buy stuff like this even though I don't like it. But this one, I want to pay $1,500 for it. Probably going to have about $1,800 for it with fees, fixes, stuff like that. Probably going to be about a $3,000 car. I'm trying my best for whenever tax time comes around, whenever spring selling season comes around, I want to have as many $2,500 and $3,000 cars on my lot, because even with tax checks coming in, even with what we're hearing that tax refund season is going to be better than it's been in a very long time, well, we're still going to have people out there that only have a very, very small budget. And that's still a customer base that I want to serve. And that means I got to have $2,000, $2,500, $3,000 cars still sitting on my lot. And right now we've got a lot of those, but those are going to be the first cars that actually leave when money starts coming in. We're only 2 months away from that. I know that seems like a very long time for me to start loading up right now, but it's not. That's 8 weeks. 8 weeks until I get destroyed from people coming in here that actually have some money. Everyone's broke right now, but we have a bunch of tax time ballers that come in right around that time, and we get wiped out. We will sell every single car that we have. This is what I have to do. I have to go in when the market's weak, and when what's the stock market saying? When there's blood on the streets, that's when you need to be buying. There's blood on the streets right now in the car market, and this is why I'm able to take advantage of it right now and buy all of these cars right now for the prices that you're seeing on this video. So here's another one that I really love to buy. It's a 2011 Subaru Outback. We paid $1,800 for this one. Going to have about $300-400 in it. When everything's said and done, it's probably going to be about a $3,500 car on my lot. I love these things, buy a lot of Subarus. If I had to pick a car that was under like Toyota, I think the hierarchy would be, actually, I really like Lexus. Lexus is probably going to be my top of the cars I like to have. They sell the quickest. A lot of people really love the luxury. It's still Toyota, right? So Lexus, Toyota, Honda, and then probably Subaru after that. That's our top sellers here at my dealership. Even with $5,000 and under, you would think it would be a lot of American-made stuff, because you have to be really, really cheap with that. That Ford, the Jeep, the Chevy, the older Chevys. And yeah, we have a lot of that, but majority of what we deal in is actually Asian cars, because we know that they're going to be a lot better. When you're buying a $5,000 car, there's going to be something wrong with it. So we want to try to buy the things that are going to be the most reliable with the highest mileage that we can actually buy, because we can get that for the cheapest price that we can actually get to our customer. And if you put that all into one basket, well, what does that mean? That means that we need to buy Toyotas and Hondas and Lexus, because they can go 200, 250, 300,000 miles, where a Ford Taurus, as much as I love a Ford Taurus, so they're easy to work on. I grew my business on a Ford Taurus and a Ford Explorer. They're just not going to outrun these Toyota Camrys, these Toyota Siennas. Those Toyotas are going to run for so much more. You're going to tell it in the price too, because I can go and buy a Ford, like an older Ford Explorer with 150,000 miles. I can still buy those for like $2,000, $2,500. But if you look at something similar, it's a little bit smaller, but like a RAV4, that same year with the same mileage on a RAV4, if that Explorer is $2,500, that RAV4 is going to be $4,500, and that's the difference in the price for a lot of these. So if I want to have Hondas, if I want to have Toyotas, they're going to have higher mileage. If I want to have Lexus, they're going to have higher mileage to be able to keep it in my price range. But even with the higher mileage on those Asian vehicles, the Toyotas, the Lexus, the Hondas, they're going to still outrun all of these domestic brands that we're able to have. I know there's going to be somebody in the comments, I've got a Ford Explorer, it's got 400,000 miles. Yep. You're a lucky one, you probably kept it well maintained, but that's not the case for a majority of the cases that we see. And think, I'm a used car dealer, and I go to auctions every single week. I see thousands and thousands and thousands of cars every single week. And the cases that I see over and over and over again, Toyotas, Hondas have 300, 400,000 miles. Fords, GM, Stellantis products, they do not. There are very few of those that show up at auction older with higher mileage, but you always see Hondas, Toyotas, Lexus there with crazy amounts of mileage. And I've got to do my public service announcement here, showing you this LS right here too. I showed this to you last week on the channel. By the way, I do these kind of videos all the time. If you like it, make sure you subscribe. And I can do more of these for you. You can see what I'm actually getting, the prices that I'm getting on a lot of these cars. But I got blown up on this car last week. It's ready to sell now. We just got cleaned up today. It's coming out. It's probably actually going to be out by the time you're watching this video. Maybe the day after. I know all your emails, all your comments, you want to know where my car dealership is. I understand. I don't give it out on YouTube. I don't want to be the used car dealer that's trying to peddle my wares on YouTube and use that as a weapon to get you to buy a car. And the thing about it is I try to give you advice and information on the car market. And I feel like if you think I'm trying to sell you this Hyundai in the background while I'm giving you this information, you're not going to be able to take it as honest. So yes, my dealership's out there on the internet. You can find it, but I'm just not trying to make YouTube a billboard for my dealership. I'm not trying to hide it from you. You're going to have to do a little investigative work. You're not going to be able to figure it out from the comments. But I'm sorry. I know you're upset with me because you want to go and buy one of these cars. I get it. I understand. But I'm not trying to sell you a car. I'm trying to give you information so you don't have to come to my dealership to buy a car. You can go and use the information that I'm giving you, use the price points that I'm giving you to go out and find a car yourself. And I'll take it even a step further. I don't want you to buy a car from me because you shouldn't be buying a car from a dealership. These cars, I buy them from auction. We've owned this car for like 4 or 5 days. I don't know anything about this car. We drove it a couple times. We check it out as best we can. We have a mechanic here on staff. We try to make the cars as safe and as reliable and fix the things that we know how to fix here at my dealership. I don't know how this car was maintained. I don't know the history on it. I would much rather you go and actually buy a car from an individual, preferably somebody you know. I know that's very, very tough to do, but so you can know the actual history of the car. I don't want you buying a car from a used car dealer. We don't know anything about these cars. Yes, I would love to make money off you, but at the end of the day, if I'm talking to you like you're a family member, if I'm talking to you like you're my mother, like you're my dad, whatever, I'm not going to give you the advice to ever go buy a car from a car dealer. And this is the kind of message that I'm trying to give to you. And I'm going long on this, but I feel like a lot of people get very aggravated with me in doing these kind of videos, and then I won't tell you where my location is. Look, you can do the research, you can figure it out, you can find where we are, you can come buy a car from us. Don't drive a very long way. Use the things that I'm telling you in these videos, and you can find a car dealer just like me. There's another car dealer out there that's just like me. There's thousands of them, right? There's one probably within 20, 25, 30 miles of where you are right now. Use what I'm telling you right now to figure that out so you don't have to go a long way, so you don't, and even just don't even buy a car from a dealer. Find a car from an individual, go buy it from them. Have I ranted enough? I'm sorry. I know you want to know where my dealership is. I'm not going to use this as a billboard. I don't want to be that shady used car dealer peddling my wares on YouTube. I want to give you information. That's all I want to do.